So in this video, we're going to go over the mistakes that can make your journey on YouTube take a million times longer than it should. I started in YouTube in 2006, but it wasn't until about 6 years ago that I actually started using YouTube for business. And my channel grew at a snail's pace. So until very recently. So I want to tell you the 3 big mistakes that I made. And I also have some advice for you to grow a little bit faster than I did, which means a whole lot faster than I did. So stick around. Let's see what we can do as spiritual entrepreneurs on YouTube. I want to dive right into those mistakes, and then I want to show you a little bit of what I actually did. So I'll be kind of jumping from here to hopefully some screen captures. We'll see what we see. So the first thing that I want to tell you about is rage against the machine. So that's pretty much what most of my YouTube journey has been about, is rage against the machine. I didn't want to pay attention to what the machine wanted, i.e. what the algorithm wanted, so that people could see my videos. And that's part of me just being stubborn. It's part of me not wanting to learn that part of the technology. And, there's that part of me that felt just deeply and spiritually, people will just find it. They'll just find it. I don't need to worry about it. So trust me, when you get a strategy in place, things flow so much better. And those people that you really need to find your material can find your material. It's amazing. So one of those rage against the machine is, of course, learning YouTube SEO. So I'm not going to go deep into YouTube SEO here. If you want me to go deeper into what I learned and how you can apply it, please comment below, and I'm happy to make a video about that. But probably the biggest thing is you look at, seriously, some of my old videos, especially like the first one, like I have my videos up next to me right now. When I look at my first video, which was a good video on self-confidence versus certainty, I'm not sure anyone's looking for that. Now, they might be looking for self-confidence. They're not looking for self-confidence versus certainty. And if I jump into that video and I look at the back end, I promise you the other thing, other than not a great title, the other thing at issue was no tags. I had 0 tags in my video. I didn't think about what would people be looking for so I could help YouTube help them find me, right? I never thought about that, especially 6 years ago. Maybe they didn't have tags 6 years ago. They do now, and I can go and do something about it. But even after I knew about this whole tag thing, I didn't use it effectively. I didn't think about all the keywords, whether they were just 1 or 2 words, simple phrases that people type in, those kinds of things. That's what you want to use in those tags, and I just didn't do it. Another really easy thing is to have a decent description. I didn't have that either. My description, I kid you not, and I will try to throw up a screenshot of this, is, especially my first couple of videos, was something like, there was a name, probably didn't even have the name of the video, literally would have in the description the link to my blog. See, at that time, I was using YouTube to store my videos for my blog, because I didn't like writing so much as I liked video. So I do the videos on YouTube, and then I would show those on the blog, and that was my blog, right? Nice, simple, easy. Made a lot of sense. I would actually write on the blog to support the video so people would click and watch it, but never took that extra step of taking that content around the blog and putting it in the description of my YouTube video. Again, it's another place that the algorithm's looking to kind of figure out what the heck is this video about. Now, there are several other things, and like I said, I'm not going to go into everything, but those are like such simple things that I could have been doing this whole time, but yeah, I didn't. I didn't. So don't rage against the machine. Work with the machine. Help it help you so that you can be found by the algorithm. Number 2 is haphazard formatting. Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. My formatting on my videos was crazy. Now, there's different editing techniques I've learned over time, and I'm not really talking about that. I mean, just scroll through that stuff. You're gonna see thumbnails that look absolutely crazy. Now, they weren't all crazy. I mean, at least I knew, for the most part, to put some kind of words on my thumbnails. I was pretty good about that, right? I actually knew how to use some software where I could do that. But I promise you, other than that, everything's kind of haphazard, from the font I would use, colors, everything was just kind of here, there, and everywhere. Now, I have gone through a brand upgrade, right? So that would make sense, or be some changes over time. But at the beginning, it's just crazy haphazard. Half the time you can't read it. There's too many words on there. The font's too small. Like, you name it, I did it, right? It was just absolutely haphazard, especially with the text on my thumbnails. Also, you can look at how I just even uploaded some of the videos. You know, I was at this time where I was doing a lot of Instagram stories, and I still do a lot on Instagram. I just know better now. I don't take what I did on an Instagram live and then just upload it to YouTube and go along my merry way. Like, that doesn't even make sense. It's not what's there for this platform. You know, on Instagram live, you're holding your phone kind of vertically like you normally would to talk. And when on YouTube, man, you're turning that thing to the side, right? It's shot horizontal. So it looks crazy. And again, I'm going to throw out some examples as I'm talking right now, and you can see just the difference in how the videos looked. It wasn't right. And then, of course, I went through my moments of not even having thumbnails. So you had no idea what the video was. It was some weird, awkward pose that YouTube auto-picked, like that was going to help matters. Of course, it didn't help matters. So do these little things. I mean, even if you pick, instead of letting YouTube pick your thumbnail, that's better than nothing, right? But there's a lot of free software where you can make your own. You could take a snap out of your thumbnail, or take some separate pictures when you're shooting the video, and then put them in the software and get consistent on your text and your colors that you're using. It's actually pretty simple, guys. A lot of it you could even do on your phone. You know, I'm a big proponent of PicMonkey. I've started using Canva. I know a lot of people use Canva. And then from there, there's this whole plethora of other things you could use to make that thumbnail. If you're using something like TubeBuddy or some of these other programs, that, by the way, you can get free versions of, that could help you a little bit more getting with the algorithm, picking out those tags and whatnot. Wow, it'll also help you with your thumbnails. And again, being consistent is the name of the game. All right, let's get to that third item. I really, really relied on thoughts and prayers, mainly my own, right? I hoped and I prayed that someone would find my videos, right? I wasn't tagging, I wasn't doing anything to help the search engine help people who were searching for things find me. And I wasn't promoting my videos either. Now, I would send an email out to my list when I put up a blog. Of course, I would send an email about the blog, and then people could go to the blog, click the video there. But I never really sent anyone over to my YouTube channel. Why? I don't know. I really, really don't know. Right? I really didn't tell anyone that I had a YouTube channel. Why? I don't know. I really don't know. But these are like just simple things. Simple things. Make sure people that follow you on other platforms know you have a YouTube channel. Right? Make sure that your friends and family know you have a YouTube channel. Obviously, if you have an email list, make sure they know you have a YouTube channel. And they should go check you out. I mean, even when someone is just coming on your list for whatever place, right? In that initial email, you should let them know, hey, you have a YouTube channel and you can find out so much more about XYZ, whatever it is that you do on there. And you put the link there for them to go, right? After a while, you can also make a subscription link, but that's for another video. Right now, get them on your channel. Get your views there. Get people knowing it and loving your content. All right, so one, let me see if I have any other ones there. So, number one, rage against the machine. Don't do that. 2, haphazard formatting. Right? Thoughts and prayers. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. What you really need to do, and this is where we're going to turn the page. This is how I turn the page. And I just want you to know, like I said, it took a while before I even start using YouTube for business. And when I did, it still wasn't working out well. I had 34 subscribers on my channel after, let's see, my first video was around 6 or so years. Since about, let's just say 6 years ago, because it might have almost been about 7. Since about 6 years ago, 34 subscribers. It's like, what? That's what I mean. That's why I'm telling you what my mistakes were, right? They're so important because if you're doing some of the same things, that's going to be your outcome. 6 years, 34 subscribers, videos that people didn't watch, you put your heart and soul into. In my case, brought in a videographer, just no one really caring so much about your content, no one engaging with your content, because you're not getting the right people to show up. All right, so what can we do? There's a whole lot, but the first thing I would say is have a strategy. Some of what I'm about to tell you is, it's not the entire strategy that I've used, but it's what I found here toward the end. And the reason I'm making this video is because I got 100 new subscribers in less than 6 months. And some people would say, well, who cares? I want to get 100 subscribers in a day. Okay. But when you're getting a channel that is basically dead and no one's paying attention to, and you're working your way, you're looking at what works, you can get excited like I did about 100 subscribers. And I'm not that into vanity metrics, but I realized there was something that I was doing that was really catching on. And that's what I want to share with you now. Okay, before I do, I always have to throw in a little commercial break. I'm doing something on Thursdays where I just go in, I riff, I talk, and I open it up for Q&A. And if you would like to be part of that next Thursday talk, I will put a link in the description. I would love for you to come, ask me anything that you want to. Pretty much an open book. It's really a live AMA. And if things work out right, I'll bring you on live as well. So that can be a lot of fun. All right, so going back to what we want to talk about here is those 3 things that I found that's really kind of bumped me up. When I initially started with my strategy, I got an initial jump in subscribers, right? Just literally because I was doing some of the things I was supposed to be doing. Decent titles, decent thumbnails that could be read, using tags, a decent description, those kinds of things. And of course, letting people know, hey, I have a YouTube channel, come watch my stuff, right? I went so far as to, each video went out, I had this group of people, and I would email them the link to the video. I'm like, go watch my video and comment now, right? Just to get that initial burst. So I got this initial little burst of subscribers. And then it kind of up and down, up and down. I put out a video, I might get 1 or 2 new subscribers. Again, not bad. I went from putting out videos haphazardly to putting out once a week, then I went to twice a week, and then back to once a week. So you can kind of see why those waves are going the way that they were. What I noticed is I had a spike in subscribers after a certain kinds of videos. And it wasn't until later in this whole process. It was closer to just a few weeks ago. So what did I do? I found a void in my niche, right? I found a void in my niche. So, as you guys know, I love working with spiritual entrepreneurs who want to grow their business. So that's what I was looking. That's my niche. Like, you already have an online business. I'm going to help you grow without all the damn hustle. That's what I do. And so, where is there room in there for something new? Well, I found that because I really allowed myself to be myself, right? So I found a void, right? A place that wasn't being served. And the reason I found that's because I was myself. I decided, hey, I do this thing just for my private clients. In this case, I do these business energy tarot readings just for my private clients. I really never did them for anyone else. And I thought, what would happen if I went ahead and put that on my channel? What would happen if I just did this with the new and full moon? Let's see what would happen. It was kind of an intuitive hit one day, and I went with it. And what happened when I went with it? Spike. I'm being myself. I'm sharing a part of myself that I don't normally share publicly. And it was a void. You can go and get all sorts of readings on YouTube. Find them all the time on love, career, what's going to happen with so-and-so, just all sorts. But none that's really directed for us, for spiritual entrepreneurs. You just don't find them that really take a hard look at those currents in business instead of just general currents. Or, like I said, in your love life or something like that, or just in general. So that was not being served. That was a void. I realized a void because I was just being myself. I was letting more of myself shine through. And then, of course, the other part is have fun. Now, even before I was being myself, even before I found that void, the consistent comment on my videos is, you're so energetic, you're having so much fun, I love your energy. It was always those kinds of comments. And it was because I was having fun. I genuinely love doing videos. And it shows because I'm passionate about what I'm talking about. And that's important. If you're not passionate about it, don't be doing a video. Right? Just don't do it. This isn't your thing, and there's always something else that can be your thing. It's just a point of finding it. But those are the three things that really, in the last less than a month, I guess it's been probably about a month, about a month, have really zoomed up those subscribers where people are like, yeah, I like what you're doing. And there's other things about it. They found my videos via search. When I start doing those readings, I can look in my analytics and I can see that I was found via search. And all of a sudden, instead of just me driving traffic to my own videos from outside sources, it was the first time search was starting to take over as to why people were landing on my videos. And then I noticed, because some of my friends are telling me, hey, your videos are actually showing up when I just put on my YouTube homepage now. Everything changes when you're yourself, you have fun, and you fill a void that's in your niche. So, with that, I say peace, joy, love to you.